Shalom everyone. Week 6 closes, and for everyone whose Pentecost has not yet come, today we will understand how to wait with faith when the fire has not yet fallen, and when the promise still feels far away and you are still waiting. Today is day 42 of the Omer. 6 full weeks, 7 days to go. Before we step into the final week of this journey, we stop and we speak to everyone in this room whose fire has not yet fallen. Not everyone's Pentecost comes on the 50th day. Some of the 120 people in that upper room had been waiting longer than 10 days. They had been waiting since before the crucifixion for a kingdom that had seemed to die on a cross. Some had been waiting since childhood, carrying prayers prayed at their mother's knees that had not yet been answered. The upper room was not a room full of people who had recently and easily come to faith. It was a room full of people who had been through the wilderness, through grief and doubt and confusion and loss, and who had stayed anyway, who had come back to the room anyway, who had kept their flame burning through the longest nights of their spiritual lives. And the fire fell on them, all of them, without exception. Isaiah chapter 40 verse 29, the verse immediately before the kavah promise, the waiting promise. He gives power to the faint, and to him who has no might, he increases strength. Galatians chapter 6 verse 9 says, and let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we will reap, if we do not give up. Psalm 27 verse 13 and 14. I believe that I shall look upon the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait for the Lord. Be strong and let your heart take courage. Wait for the Lord. The rabbis teach that there is a special kind of faith required, not of those who have seen the miracle, but of those who are still waiting for it. Abraham believed God, and it was counted to him as righteousness, not after Isaac was born, but before. While he was still waiting, while the years were passing and the natural possibility was fading, the faith of the still waiting is not lesser. The rabbis call it emunah, which means deep-rooted trust that does not require visible confirmation. It is the most costly and the most honored faith in all scripture. If you are still waiting, God has not forgotten you. He is honoring your emunah, and your suddenly is coming. 6 weeks of the Omer, 6 weeks of removing Egypt, walking the wilderness, gathering manna, receiving the 10 words, entering the covenant, sitting in the upper room. And some of you have done every single day of this faithfully, consistently, honestly, and still feel like your Pentecost is not coming? Still feel like the fire is for everyone else in the room? Still wonder if you have done something to disqualify yourself from what God has promised? This is for you. You have not been disqualified. The wait is not punishment. The long preparation is not rejection. Isaiah 40 says he gives power to the faint and to the one who has no might, to the exhausted waiter, not to the strong, not to the impressive, to the faint, to the one who is still in the room by nothing but the grace of God. That is you. The fire falls on the faithful, not the impressive. Stay in the room. 7 more days to go. Open your Omer journal and read back over days 36 through 41, the upper room you entered, the bow you drew, the community you gathered or reached out to, the prayer you devoted yourself to, the promise you identified, the suddenly you have been believing for. 6 weeks of this journey. Read it all slowly. What has week 6 built in you that the fire needs to find when it falls? If you have been waiting for your Pentecost for longer than 10 days, for months or years, pray this honestly and out loud. God, I am still here. I have not left the room. My flame may be small, but it is still burning. I am not giving up on what you promised. I am faint to whom you give power. I am the one with no might whom you strengthen. 7 days to Pentecost, and I will be in this room every single day. Tomorrow, week 7 begins, and it is the final week before the fire falls. The theme is the vessels, consecration and readiness. Come back tomorrow with everything you have learned in 6 weeks and everything you are still believing for. The vessel has been prepared. The final consecration begins tomorrow. 6 weeks down, 1 to go. The upper room has done its work. 7 days to the fire. Tomorrow, the final week begins. Come back ready to be consecrated, because the fire falls on the ready vessel. And you have been getting ready for 42 days. See you tomorrow.